The planting will continue here long after we leave. We took a look in there. I got to say, it is a real mess. A lot of the food on the floor. His autopsy is currently being done at the University of Iowa Hospital.
You almost missed it, Justin. Oh, he's down!
There is clearly damage to the buildings here in this area. I just picked up a piece of insulation.
Snowmobiling can be a really fun sport, but it can also be dangerous if not done properly.
So how dangerous is texting while driving really? The average texter while driver takes their eyes off the road for approximately 5 seconds. At 55 miles an hour, that's enough time to travel the distance of an entire football field, essentially blind.
Here in all of the equipment right now, and it is much more difficult to breathe. Here we go.
Coming this summer, there can only be one sand monster! Roar!
The entire road has been shut down. They're not letting any cars here in this area. Now you also see they have those tiger dams. We are live here in Marion, overseeing the entire corridor. Coming up, we'll tell you what you should know in order to keep your kids safe.
Water's going up rapidly. The rescue truck.
A race is underway to save a life. An elderly man is stuck inside a truck
I didn't see it coming.
as floodwaters rise around him.
It's either really gone up with the grounds he rode underneath it.
He's okay, albeit a little wet. It's a story repeated more than half a dozen times this morning in Loudon.
God, I wish I would have moved my motor home. Your tank even floated.
Rescue crews estimate over 50% of the town is currently underwater, but they say there is some good news. Everyone they've rescued from their home is okay. It's something Steve Getchick knows all too well.
This beats 90 all to hell.
This is his home here, one of several properties that stand now as islands in a sea of water.
It's bad. I've never seen anything like it before.
Like many people who call this town home, all Steve has now is what he was able to throw into a small garbage bag
Got my brand new shoes,
before emergency crews arrived.
some personal papers, and my cell phone and the clothes on my back, basically.
The waters came without warning, surprising all who live here.
It's insane. You wouldn't believe it. They evacuated the houses with boats.
Just like Steve, a seasoned National Weather Service observer with more than 50 years experience. In Loudon, Josh Scheinblum, CBS 2 News. Eastern Iowa is now more than likely home to a new lottery winner. We don't know who they are or what they look like, but that's not going to stop us from trying to find them. So without any leads to go on, we thought we'd start here at a local gas station in Cedar Rapids. It looks like we have a potential lottery winner here. Sir, do I wish you congratulations? Did you win the lottery?
I wish I did.
Sir, if you won the lottery, what would you buy?
An island.
What kind of island?
A tropical island.
Would you invite me on the island with you?
Anybody that wants to come, more the merrier.
Did you win the lottery?
No.
How do we know that you didn't win the lottery?
Dude, I have to have people drive me to work. Come on.
That's the kind of answer someone would give who did win the lottery and didn't want anybody to know about it. For $241 million, you can buy a whole lot of candy. In terms of lifesavers, that's $241 million. But maybe candy's not your thing. At your local gas station, a bottle of water will cost you about $1 too. That means you can get 241 million of those as well. If you've already won the lottery, chances are you're feeling pretty lucky. So maybe 241 million scratch tickets are more your style. Maybe you like doing some drinking. Well, if you're anything like my friend over here, that's definitely a possibility. Ma'am, I noticed you were using the generic version. If you won the lottery, would you get the normal kind?
Sure.
What would be your taste?
Pepsi.
Pepsi?
You guys are not honest.
Well, despite our best efforts, it doesn't look like we're going to be finding the lottery winner here, so we're on our way to the source where the ticket was bought. We're here where that ticket was purchased, Hy-Vee on Edgewood Road. We hear they're having a press conference. Why don't we go on in and let's take a listen. So do you have any idea at all who this winner could be?
That is the $241 million question, and no, we do not yet.
After talking with our friends at the Iowa Lottery and over at Hy-Vee, it's still clear we don't know who won the lottery. The question is, though, if it's you, why haven't you come forward yet? For covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids, Josh Scheinblum, CBS 2 News. It seems like every time you hit the road these days, driving is getting more dangerous.
We're here in Iowa. People drive crazy here.
Brian Hall has only been a licensed driver for 2 years and already says he's seen it all.
I've seen some people behind the wheel trying to put on makeup. Some people talking on the phone while trying to, cross intersections, scolding their kids.
But what bothers him the most are those who choose to operate a vehicle and text at the same time.
I was riding with some family and we were almost in an accident because folks want to text and drive or read their email while driving.
Brian's not alone in his frustration.
There's people always texting, and when they move, it doesn't seem to stop.
Even those that sell cell phones admit it happens all too often.
There's lots of people that I see every day in town that are texting and driving.
So how dangerous is texting while driving really? The average texter while driver takes their eyes off the road for approximately 5 seconds. At 55 miles an hour, that's enough time to travel the distance of an entire football field, essentially blind. But for those of us who can't resist the temptation of a phone in the car, there's help. A new app for Droid called D-Text promises to block programs like email and text messaging when the phone's GPS detects you in motion. For parents, it's simple. Go to the Google Play Store and download the free app on your kid's Droid. To see if it works, we enlisted the help of our new friend Brian and set up an experiment in an empty parking lot where I tried to text and call him on a phone with D-Text installed. It worked perfectly.
Did it make any noises or anything?
Nope. Not until it came to a complete stop.
Brian says he never texts while he's driving, but hopes to see fewer people out there on the roads doing it when they find out apps like D-Text exist. Covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids,
There's no excuse to not get it.
Josh Scheinblum, CBS 2 News.